I'm Mark Oppenheimer.
I'm Tegan Engel.
We live in Westville, which is in New Haven.
Neighborhood in New Haven.
Neighborhood New Haven.
How did it start?
You want to start?
Sure.
Okay, you go ahead.
So this whole thing started with, I think Mark and I independently had ideas about how to help people get rid of all the stuff they have and get it to people who need or want it. And we were connected by Ben Berkowitz, who said, hey, you have that idea and you have that idea, you guys should talk to each other. So we talked to each other and pretty quickly put together the one-day giveaway.
How did you get your idea? Like, where did it come from? I never even asked you.
I don't know. I just started thinking about stuff that I wanted to give away, and I knew, like, I was thinking about our school, I think, and that there are a lot of kids who I know need stuff, but they don't always want to ask for things, and so I was trying to think of a way to make things available to other families that needed them, not only in our neighborhood, but in all of New Haven.
But everyone's leaving, right?
Okay, so tell me your name and what you're taking.
Nicole Farmer. I am taking Sex with Shakespeare and Blood Stories. Love short stories. And Rare Objects. I don't know this author. I'm hoping it's a good collection.
All right, enjoy.
Yep.
Thank you for taking our
Thank
stuff.
you.
All right,
All right.
bye-bye. I've always thought tag sales were a little silly because you spend so much time tagging the amount and then you make so little money, and it's like, why don't you just put stuff out for free and let people take stuff? And then, of course, inevitably someone says, well, I don't really think that's worth $5, and you say, okay, take it for $1 anyway, and it seems to me that what people should do is just give stuff away. You know, not like their car or their house, but clothes, even furniture. It just seems like, you know, why not let people take things? So
Yeah.
I had once been visiting my brother in St. Paul, Minnesota, and he had, near the house where I was staying, we had Airbnb'd a house that was in a neighborhood near a church, and the church had set up a massive community tag sale, but there were no prices. And that was where I got the idea, like, you could actually just do that.
And when we have tag sales now, we always are just giving stuff away. Like, maybe we'll sell some lemonade because the kids want to make 25 cents, but for me it's just about getting rid of stuff I don't need and getting it to people who want it or need it. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was good synchronicity.
We should do. Have you ever been to one of those clothing swaps where all the girls bring their clothes?
I did. I used to do that in Philly. I got this fine hat.
Where'd you get the fine hat?
I got this fine hat from. I believe it's a children's hat from.
You can check it out.
From
I owned this skirt
the
in the
Higbees.
past.
The Higbees?
Willie loves to wear these kind of hats that are more like fedoras,
What's up?
that
I
are
know, you
furry
wanna
and
ride
Eastern
home. Okay,
European, and now I have my own.
Willie,
Eastern
what'd you find
European.
today?
The guillotine.
Nice guillotine.
Yeah.
Say this were the
A
best
paper
ones are.
guillotine?
Yeah. For making all those zines.
Yeah. You're gonna be making zines again?
Oh yeah.
We also got this. This is really good. If you saw this one.
I didn't.
I'm gonna wear this shirt.
That looks awesome.
Right?
That looks like it's for house with a boy.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Actually, so it also Zelda.
Rabbi,
Hey.
what are you getting today? What are you taking from me?
I don't know. We're checking out your selection.
You taking my selection?
The Oppenheimer collection.
The Oppenheimer collection, but soon to be the Francis collection. So then we did a Facebook page where we invited hundreds of people, probably ultimately. We have a lot of the same friends, so I think that was. But we also have different
Large networks outside of
We
our
have-
station,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so, and then we asked, it was public, so people could just share and share and share. And then Tegan created a Google Doc where people could put in their addresses and the stuff they were giving away. And then from that Google Doc, she created a Google map with little pins at all the places in the neighborhood where there was free stuff. So you
Yeah.
could actually I saw people with their phones out doing a
Trying
little
to
walking
find the
tour.
spots. Yeah, I think about 47 people ended up signing up on the map, but I know there was like at least a dozen more people who just put stuff up and didn't sign up on the list. So I think altogether we had like closer to 60 families giving stuff away. So
Yep.
yeah, it was pretty exciting.
People gave away bicycles, sofas, CDs, all forms of audio, vinyl, CDs, tapes. I don't know if there were 8 tracks.
Lots of bicycles.
Yeah.
Lots of push mowers, lawn mowers. Yeah, I don't know, a lot of different stuff.
Yep.
Cookware, lots of like kitchen stuff. Old tables and chairs that were still good but that they didn't need anymore.
Yep. Shoes, a lot of shoes. I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. We also had some drinks. My daughter made some snacks. So we had some extra things. We had a few songs and tunes being given away as well.
What's this for? Your documentary.
Oh,
Nothing.
there were a couple of people that put it together, and they're interested in spreading it to the
Oh, taken? Okay.
and Mark Oppenheimer, and they're interested in spreading it to the rest of the city and to other towns too.
Cool.
Yeah, I think this is a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a good rug, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Somebody has to get this.
I know, that's really nice.
It feels like cashmere.
Yeah, right? Thanks. Yeah. Sure.
Buy something
We need right now, you know?
Yeah, next year I hope more people give away more random things like that aren't tangible.
Yeah.
I want people to give away more tunes, poems. I'd like someone to write poetry, like give you your own poem, hugs,
Yeah.
you know.
I had intended to do face painting and got a little overwhelmed with the organizing of the day and didn't do it. But yeah, for next year, definitely.
This one, this one, this one, this one, and I really used to have this book. And
That one.
this
All right. Well, what else is there in terms of the logistics if people wanted to copy this? What else? What could we logistically?
Yeah.
What should they do?
So the things that we did to organize the event were we made a Facebook page so there was a single location that people could go to. We set up a very quick, simple website that was just a WordPress hosted site, so there was wasn't complicated. We made a Google map, a Google Doc that was just a public document spreadsheet that people just put their name, and in fact you could leave names off altogether if you want, the address, and then what they were going to give away. And I made a PDF of a flyer and a JPEG of it so that it could go up on Facebook and get sent out in emails. Eventually, when we made the website, got posted to the website. Because I wanted a flyer that anybody could print and then hand out. Because there's a lot of people who aren't online, and so we wanted to have some paper flyers that could go out to people who weren't using the web. And yeah, a lot of word of mouth stuff, like reaching out to individual friends or going out to events like at the farmers markets or at other community gatherings and spreading the word that way.
Flip.
Okay.
Next year they're talking about taking this citywide.
Excellent.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
I
cool?
was thinking they should do it every month. Have everybody clean out. We save so much stuff.
I think that would be good too.
Yeah. So I have some tomato seedlings, if you'd like to take them.
We got our alderman to put it in his newsletter, and we got the head of the local business district, Chris, to put it in his newsletter. I think next year I want to do better outreach we have a couple churches in the small little neighborhood and a couple synagogues, and I would like to do, they should have it in their newsletters,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. We got a whole van of you guys.
My Facebook, I'm like, what? People put more stuff out? This is like crazy. Hi. Hey guys, we're so excited. Take all those PJ Library books. I know, I already have a bunch. I would have known people were taking PJ Library books. I would have picked them up.
All right, what are you taking? You have to tell me what you're taking for my records.
Books and books. Are you gonna call us up one day and say you want a back?
Oh.
It's an answer.
We
have that one. We have every PJ Library book known to mankind.
That's
Yeah. We had wanted to get it out through all the schools, but we didn't have the money to print the 1,500 flyers just to get it to the 3 schools that are right near the neighborhood. And my big thing was trying to encourage people from outside the neighborhood to come in. And so I think making sure that we coordinate so that it's on a day that there isn't a big other event happening, and then reaching out to more alder people and community groups in other neighborhoods to pull people in. But even though there was a big event on the same day, I met quite a few people. Either I knew families from the school who were low-income families who don't live over here but who came over, or people who are low-income who live in the neighborhood who came to get stuff that I was really happy about. And then a lot of random families that had a whole bunch of kids
Yep.
who were low-income who were really happy to come into the neighborhood and get car seats and all kinds of kids stuff. There's a lot of kids.
A lot of
and
kids'
family
books,
stuff.
a lot of like kids clothing, car seats. I saw at least one high chair that had been put out. Yeah, and I saw people from at least 5 or 6 different other neighborhoods because I would ask people, "Oh, are you from around here?" And they would, or they would tell me, or they would just volunteer.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you end up with? Oh, dinosaurs. Kids gonna love that. Thank you. I was surprised at how restrained people were. I expected to see somebody with a large pickup pull up with and just start shoveling stuff
Yeah,
in.
me too.
Yeah.
I saw so I had that concern that there would be profiteers who would just come in and they would just take stuff and be reselling it. Which, by the way, like if they had done that, we couldn't have done anything about it. Like, and maybe they need the money if that's what they do, right? But I saw only one person who I thought wasn't doing stuff for personal use. There was one guy who had a truck, and he seemed to be collecting scrap metal. And he took our, we had a broken down filing cabinet that frankly it was a fix me up. Like if someone were really handy and could realign the drawers, they might have wanted it. This guy just threw it in the back of his truck, and I don't know if it was going to get melted down or whatever. But that was in like 5 hours, one person who I think was not coming to take stuff for his or her own personal use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's going well. I'm glad it's going well. So
I have it.
you have it. So
Hi.
And what are you going to use it for?
Put the clips together and do a little documentary online.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can spread it to the rest of the city and to other towns.
Sure.
Yeah.
But now you can zoom in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Not everyone knows that. So I didn't mean to insult. Like it's just some people look at it and say, "What am I doing?"
I saw a lot of happiness on faces and joy, particularly on children's faces. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I think the spirit of the event is a really happy spirit. Like, it's just about people, first of all, getting rid of things that they don't need, which feels good, and then giving them to people who need it or want it. So that is a really wonderful thing. And I think that just spreads joy all around. Just about everyone who came, some people were a little shy at first, when they...
They wouldn't believe it was really free.
It's free?
I can just take it?
Yeah, and then people got really excited when they realized it really was free, and I think just a lot of people had actually heard about it, which I think was really fun. So they were here kind of like, okay, I'm ready, everything's free. So I think that they, it was a really positive feeling, happy day, and that's part of the joy of it, is to do something really positive. There's so much challenge in our lives and stress and violence and negativity that happens in cities, and so having really positive things that are about bringing people together and connecting people is just that's what life should be about.
Well said.
And this is such a great idea.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm taking videos to document this. Is it okay?
We're in them? Sure.
Great.
I bet they could use that on Emerson.
Just lastly, can you talk about the possibility of extending it throughout the city and maybe to other cities also?
So my hope is that people like the idea and that everyone in the world does it. So we probably won't get to the whole world first, but I think I would love for every neighborhood in New Haven on one Sunday in a nice month in the spring, let's say, to just know that that's the giveaway day, and put stuff out and visit friends in other neighborhoods and friends from school, and our kids could say, oh, so and so, this friend lives across town, and let's go see what they're putting out, and just have it be a day when a lot of people are out on the street and feel like they can walk around or drive around and take stuff. I mean, there's nothing about it that should limit it to one neighborhood, and in fact, I would love to go to other use it as a reason to go to other neighborhoods that I'm not in enough and do that. So I think it's the task is just coordinating it to make it one day when everyone knows, and I think that aldermen and clergy people and community activists could help us get the word to coordinate that.
Here you go, hon. I wish I had known about this. I would have put stuff out
Well,
of my house.
so that's the thing, is that they're talking about trying to do this citywide.
Yeah.
And then spread it to other cities and towns.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is
So
handmade.
nice.
This is handmade. Wow, I got this one. Cool.
What's that called? A runner?
Yeah.
I've already had people from other cities and around the country who are, friends of mine who live in other places who saw everything we were doing on Facebook say, oh my God, I want to do this in my city. So I was like, well, here's all the information. So yeah,
That's
definitely.
awesome. That's cool. Yeah.
There's somebody in Milwaukee, somebody in Northampton, Massachusetts, some people in Brooklyn. So yeah, I think we're happy to share. This is just all public information. The more the merrier.
Okay, so what do we? It's a video. What do we have there?
Diapers
Who are they for?
for my little baby boy here.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
So one of the things about our country is that we live in a culture of stuff. Like there's just a lot of stuff in our country. Some of it's really cheap, like dollar store stuff. Some of it is higher quality stuff. And one of the objectives of the one-day giveaway was to get things, especially higher quality things, out to people who need them and maybe can't afford them. And one of the barriers to that is that people have to empty out their house, get it in their car, bring it somewhere, or coordinate to have big brother, big sister, or someone pick it up. And so one of the things that I love about the one-day giveaway is that all people have to do is get it out their front door and put it on their lawn. And so you've kind of broken down some of the barriers of people getting rid of their stuff and getting it to people who need it. So I think that's a really important thing about this day. One of the things I think about for next year is possibly, there's some people who do a lot of work getting things out to people who are homeless, and I know I always want to donate to them, but it's not always clear where to bring things or how best to donate with those things to people. And so I'd love to coordinate to get some people into the neighborhood and say, hey, there's going to be a lot of men's clothes over here, a lot of kids' clothes over here, things like that. And in that case, I really don't mind someone coming with a van or a truck and picking up a whole bunch of stuff if they're really helping to get it out to people who need it. So I think that would be a really good thing.
To me, it's very much a city thing. This would be a much harder thing to do if people are in neighborhoods where they're living a mile apart or 2 miles apart. And to me, part of the joy of it is that you could say, well, we're going to go off on a 1 mile walk around the blocks and see what we find, or drive to another neighborhood, get out, walk for half an hour and see what we find. And what are you taking? Where'd you get the what is that, a mirror?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
Down there.
And did your parents send you to get stuff, or did you just say we're going to get stuff?
My parents told us that we could go get stuff.
Awesome.